Truth is that your 5-star reviews are invisible to AI unless you do this one thing. And the problem here is that AI, the tools like ChatGPT and other web crawlers, really don't play well with JavaScript. And this creates a problem where they can't read your reviews on Google because it is being generated in JavaScript. And the issue with this is that then your information, your reviews are not going to be necessarily tied to your business. You're not going to be found with that information when people are searching on GPT, Gemini, or Claude. And you're unable to really get the value for all of that hard work and time you've put into building a solid review presence on Google. The good news is that this is kind of an easy hack, or it's an easy thing to fix. And basically what we are attempting to do here is make sure that your presence, your reviews that are found on Google themselves or other review platforms are actually being found on your website as well, or being integrated into the information that's being pulled about you into ChatGPT or the other providers. And so a little bit more on the technical piece of this is that there's essentially your website and elements like Google reviews are going to get crawled by these crawlers like from ChatGPT or Google itself, and they have a really hard time with JavaScript. The reviews that are on Google are put there, they are in JavaScript. This creates this kind of like wall where the crawlers can't effectively get information from your website or the review platform themselves, the Google Business Profile. So you kind of have to come up with a workaround to make sure that this information is getting clearly in from your Google Business Profile and onto these review platforms. Because as of right now, there is no solution for this. There's no easy fix. It does not appear to be on the radar. It's kind of a big challenge between these crawlers and the Google Business Profile as it stands. So what do we do? Well, the good news is we are here with a solution that you can implement very, very quickly. And so if you're a more tech forward person, you can actually go in and do this yourself. But the better route is probably to hand it off to your young cousin or somebody who can actually go in and do the technical side of this, because there is a little bit of nuance or just a little bit of technical knowledge needed to do this. And so the solution is that we want to take your Google reviews from your Google Business Profile and slap them on your website. And the reason we want to do this, we want to basically change that content that's coming up in the form of JavaScript and actually put it into text. This is the type of content that crawlers can easily understand. And we're going to do it even one better, because we're not just going to put the text there, which they could pick up and you could say, you know, these are reviews. They will more or less get the understanding for that. But we can actually put it in a format that's going to make their lives easier by doing it with review schema. And if you're not familiar with schema, it's basically like back-end short code that you can put on your website for a variety of things like reviews or FAQs, different things like that. And you're basically giving crawlers like with Google or GPT or any of the others a bit of a cheat code for what's on that page. And so instead of them having to go through a lot of image and a lot of text to kind of get their own understanding of what the relationship is between things, or is this a review, or what the structure of the information is, you're basically telling them that. And they like that because all of their efforts using crawlers, it comes at a cost. They have to pay for the machines that are out there going to crawl on your website and so on. And so anytime you can make that run a little bit better, a little bit smoother, you are helping them, and they are going to give you a bit of an advantage compared to other websites who are not following this modern protocol. And one last little hack that you can do to kind of double up on the value of this. So you've created this page and it has schema with your reviews. You can actually ask your clients to give location specific and practice area specific call outs in those reviews, because not only is that going to help on the Google business profile side, but also on these pages that you are, or the page that you're creating, when GPT scans your website, they're going to get this relational data that you are a personal injury attorney in Omaha. And that is going to be a key piece of what they're looking at to form their responses and who they actually recommend out to potential clients.